You get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go! Ready?
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Here we go.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Let's go. 50, plant. Right there, 54 Mike. All day, baby, all day, all day. Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Patterson. That's complete to John Ross. A gain of 6 there on first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Ready, ready. 80 game. Watch the run, watch the run. Big trip, big trip.
On first down, Patterson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. On first and 10, Patterson got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Locke now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready to break. Hey, Alpha.
Locked to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Locke. It's Hill, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
3 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Dancing to his left. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Demetrius Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, Haywood! Shoot!
Off the play fake, Patterson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Set, ready? 8, read. Heavy. Watch the backfield. Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Where they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd and 11 now. Block, and this one's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and now it's 3rd down.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He'll find Lindsay here. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
50, play. Hey, exit.
Into the red zone, it's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
Ready.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Patterson got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Charlie. Snap.
From the gun, Patterson. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Throwing again, Patterson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on 1st down, Patterson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Back to throw, Patterson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
218, jump. Hey, Delta. Go. Go.
On 3rd down, Lock. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Hey, you got 3, you got Greystone, Travis. 25, check 25, check 22.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Patterson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Patterson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Dancing away at the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey. 4 down.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Go. Smooth. Let's go.
Lock now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Yes.
Block will try again on 2nd down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Block now, 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Here's Lindsey, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Badgley's kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Duke Dawson picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Hey, Echo. Look, squeeze. Ready?
After the turnover, here's Locke. And going deep for Hill. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Ready.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Patterson. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Patterson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
50 plants. Watch the screen.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Patterson, flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out. Out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Don't get nervous. Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Patterson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now. It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
At the 23-yard line.
Now. Switch. Get it.
Lock going to throw. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll make it 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 77 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Come on, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Target.
From the gun, Patterson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Down. 10 Lobo.
To throw on 3rd down. Block. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Hey, Haywood. Speak up.
On 1st down, Block. They complete it to Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Block now, nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now a carry for Lindsey. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 37-yard line.
General West.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Get it.
2nd and 3. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Patterson. Got a man open. It's Ross. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Patterson looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hit it.
On 4th down, Patterson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 31. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hatch it, 80 weapon.
2nd and 6. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
30 base. Ready?
On 2nd down now, it's Armstrong. He's at the 40. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Down right around the 20.
Freeman, the ball carrier. Ben Gadian on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey. 4 down.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Watch the shift.
They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Badgley able to knock this one through. and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Patterson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Patterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested. There he goes, left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Got it. Watch tight end. You got 3 down. Check 3, check 3. Ready?
On 1st down, it's Armstrong. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to... Signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2.